So when you start on there is a kind of delay. Okay. Okay, there we go. So everything is off. Okay, I'm muting. Ben, can you hear me? Alright. Check. Can you hear me? Alright, good. No, it's 15. Hold on, mute my phone. Okay. Yeah. Oh, don't want this. I have to do it. I forgot. Okay. So, when we want to buy our stuff, there's no PC. How to buy stuff? Ya Allah. Kan. Astaga. I forgot. I'm gonna go to my the apa? No, two viewers is watching. Let's go to the career mode. I don't know. Wanna see something? Okay, have a look at this. Tada! Look at my wallpaper. Eh? Okay. Nah. Maybe there's delay, baby. There's delay. Okay, come. Though, okay, when you ask me now why I'm laughing, is actually I just listened to your response that you laugh. Oh. Huh? I don't know. Okay. I hope the sound can enter. Alright, baby on speaker.
Okay.
Alright, check sound. Can you hear your sound on YouTube?
Okay. I can hear myself now.
Okay, now before we build PC, we have to buy our parts. Okay, so depending on the budget, whatever you want to build, but first
Oh my god, I sound so annoying. I'm only hearing myself right now. Ew.
Like Ian case kan, he said his case is the apa tuh?
Mm-hmm.
Tower case. Okay.
Can you imagine I sent this to Ian to watch?
So there's different type. We have the mid tower, we have the micro, we have the apa?
Mm-hmm.
The super tower, full tower and stuff. So Ian is apa? Tower case kan?
How many view we have right now?
Oh, we still have two. So you can see the price, manufacturer, size. Ada small tower kah, open frame. Open frame is the look like skeleton. Okay, let's go for full tower.
Is tower case actually like the case? Why is it called tower case?
No, it's just called tower case because it's big and it can fit every size of motherboard. Like motherboard, there are different types of the size. Form factor, we have the eATX, micro ATX. eATX is the bigger size, medium, and then the small ATX. The SATX is usually for the small case, and then the eATX is usually huge. It is usually used for multi graphics card. Okay, so let's first, we go for case first. Okay, let's buy the most expensive case lah. Kaya kan? Okay, what is the most expensive? 500. Okay, on. Okay, we have the super tower. If the super tower, okay, this is the thing. Okay, once you know your case, okay, so super tower, you have to see the PSU length. Power supply length is 225 millimeter or cm, 22 cm, and then we have GPU length, graphics card, and then CPU fan height, and then radiator fan. So this one radiator fans, which also translate to saying that the case support 120 millimeter, which means 12 cm punya fan. So we go to case fans, go to filter, we have to find the 120 millimeter punya fan. Okay, and then we buy the most expensive lah. Look at it, so which. So this one 52 airflow. This one is only 52, this one 75.
The pink one is very pretty.
Pink one? Okay, we go for the pink one. Okay, so we got the case punya fan, and then now, okay, so for the case.
Wait, I'm just realizing now that you have like 9 million. How did you get that?
Well, I'm rich. I mean, this one is the cracked version kan, so it is like apa? Yeah, it's a cracked version. So then we know, and then this one, we know the CPU fan height is 180 millimeter, which is 18 cm. What does this mean? Is because CPU cooling, there's type yang, this one is the AIO, all-in-one, like liquid cooling. What does it mean by fan height is this kind of cooler. See, it's tall, yeah, like just now.
I'm sending the link to Ian right now.
Astaga, no, shy. Ya ampun.
He wants to watch.
He wants? You told him? No. Astaga. I'm shy.
Foto na.
Babe. What, you send in the Pondans group ka or personal?
Of course. Yeah. He wants to watch.
Okay, so we know the case punya fan height is 180 kan, which means 18 cm.
I'm sending it in the fondant.
Ya ampun.
Oh my god.
Why?
Why did we just do it?
So we know the fan height is 18 cm.
Sorry to the viewers who heard
So
what I said just now.
alright, so now we go to the CPU cooling. CPU. Ya ampun. Ibon. Hai Ibon. Astaga. You guys have paper on Wednesday kan? You should go and study. Should I also put my face here in the stream?
Wait, I think I see someone here.
Astaga. Seriously.
You told her that this is a date night right now.
Astaga. Dead. Luna.
You see, she's disturbing me again. She's like six.
Seriously. Alright, this is a educational stream. Okay. Don't need to subscribe or follow. Astaga. By the way, look at my look at my wallpaper.
There's another person right now. I'm scared. No. Who is that panda?
I don't know.
Cantiknya.
Is it Ian?
Continue.
Okay, back to the lesson. Okay, first, like when you want to buy your parts, you have to know the compatibility.
Confirm is Ian lah.
First, I want to know the compatibility of all the parts. So of course we know the fan size, 12 cm, and then the CPU fan height.
You see, like Ian, you scared.
Huh?
You scared of the Dalton.
Okay, and then after that, so that we know this, but then yeah, like if you have budget, better go for AIO, all in one CPU cooler. But then, like the case the case said, the radiator fan it only supports like four fans kan, so you gotta see lah mana yang ada 4. So like 112 times 4 sesepak. So like none of them is actually bigger than 480 millimeter. So this one like 3 fans. So this one, which means it is supported by the case. So we're gonna take that. Because we're not gonna use the air cooler like this, so we don't really need to care about the height. Like even though this one pun is only like 16 cm to 17 cm, still compatible with the case because the case can support like 18 cm kan. This one done. And then like for AIO, why does it call the all-in-one cooler? It's because it can cool. There are two types of graphics card, CPU, mainly known as Intel and AMD kan, the two big manufacturers. So Intel have their own socket, and then AMD have their own socket. For AMD,
who is Dimzy?
siapa tu? I don't know. For AMD, they usually mostly using the AM4 socket. But for Intel, there's a lot of different types. There's Kaby Lake, Skylake, yeah. So you gotta see that too. But then of course, we already go for the case, and then the case support like most of the size of the motherboard. So you don't need to worry. So we go to motherboard. You need help? What help? and then here we can see different type of motherboards. Hi Lindsay. Scan my Alright, now let's see. For the size, okay, because our case can support all of the size. But then of course we want the best CPU kan. Currently AMD is the highest. There's actually already have like Ryzen 9 in red. There's like Ryzen 9 and there's also like Core i9, but I don't know this. I think I haven't reached that one. Traffic light me. Traffic light? No, he left. He's scared of you guys. So he left. Alright, so now let's just go for AMD Ryzen 7. Alright, you see this one, the core, okay? Sometimes kan, for example,
Traffic light.
Sometimes, for example, look at this. Like this is the 5th generation of Intel Core. Yeah, Intel punya processor, but this one is 7th generation. But then this one is actually faster than this. Why is that? Because this one have more cores than this. Okay. So that's why, like, if you wanna buy a processor, you have to check for the how many cores and how fast each of the core. You know. But nowadays, like for i5, I mean not all i5 punya processor, but some, and then go to i7. you can actually overclock the CPU. But now we're gonna go to Ryzen 7. Yeah, go serious. And yeah, still power because kalau processor pun didn't use much for gaming and stuff. It work a lot if you use it for editing, for streaming. But for gaming, that's why like it's best to have like high power punya GPU, the graphics card. There's a lot of stuff you can do. You can have like multi-monitor and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so now we go for Ryzen 7, and then we have to check. We need the AM4 punya socket kan. So when you pick your motherboard, you have to make sure that you are selecting the AM4 punya motherboard, because if you use other socket, then it won't fit. Okay. So now this one, okay, this one ada RGB. Okay, ambil nih. And then this one, after you yellow, and then after you choose your motherboard, you have to look at the RAM speed. Okay, how much speed does the motherboard can support? Because the memory, memory, there's a lot of different type of speed. So if you buy the RAM punya speed is lower than the motherboard can support, then you're gonna like rugi lah. So now it support 3600 kan. So you go to memory, you find one with 3600. So this one 32 gigabytes, 3600. Take it. Okay. And then after that, graphics card. So graphics card pun, of course, we have to see the edition, the graphics punya processor punya edition, because there's of course two giants. The processor will also always be the same. It is like, for example, GeForce GTX.
Hey, wait, I forgot to YouTube delay. Apa hal like tunggu? Remember the other day you told me about the tower case, white color with pink color interior. Can we do that today?
What okay. Okay, hold on. Let me reset. Kejap Okay, the idea is to have the case white. The color of the case must be white. And then inside, sana. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. You reset everything.
No, I'm gonna find white motherboard. Yeah. If you use AMD, recommend a fast fan. But I mean, the good thing about AMD, like, what's the name of the company? Lee. Dan Lee. Cooler Master. Dan Lee lah. Dan Lee also branded. Then one white. Then after that, okay, this one. Okay,
Just
also.
spray white.
Okay, 120. So we go for processor, okay, underneath. And then after that, motherboard. Let's go for this one. 3200. Okay. CPU cooling, as always. This and then storage data, okay, graphics card. Because later, I mean, you can actually do the water loop. Motherboard support kah? Motherboard support. Salah. Yeah. So SLI, support SLI, so we go for this one. And then storage here, there's different type of storage. Like I mentioned, we have this.
If you use the water, why you clock the whole CPU?
The water cooling.
Ian wrote inside the group chat that, and I'm enjoying this. PC building in Kwan Indian level 40. Then we should stream more often.
I wish I have a lot of money so that I can build a PC. Later, I will say later. Macam nak boleh kaya. Now this one is the M.2. Remember I told you? There's three different types of storage. We have the HDD, M.2 and SSD. HDD, yalah, the old version punya. I mean, HDD is big in capacity, in size, and cheap. But the downside is it have moving components kan. So when things with moving components, slowly it will downgrade. And the dangerous thing about HDD, because inside there's the disk inside the drive. So if part of the disk like broken, then you might lose your data, or you might although that part couldn't be used anymore. So rugi lah. And then we have the SSD. SSD is even better, like this type SSD kan. SSD is faster because it didn't use any disk. It used like electric charge like that to store your storage. It's faster, but of course expensive. And then the most expensive, of course, M.2 lah. M.2 pula, like this one, SSD and hard disk, HDD, you need the SATA cable, which is the cable plugged to your power supply to the drive. And then there's also SATA cable from your drive to your motherboard. But for the M.2, you don't need to. You just go straight to your motherboard. Okay, so we go this one. There's usually 2 inside the motherboard, and then this one usually 4 depending on the this one pun for the drive. You have to check if your power supply support, if your power supply could deliver power to all the drives. Okay, so that one. And then after that we go for the hard drive, 4 terabyte. I mean now currently pun sudah ada like 12 terabyte. That's a lot. And then power supply, there's 850. There's already have like 1200, 1200 watt but of course depending on the PC itself actually. That's why when you are building PC, you gotta look lah. You gotta like add up all the power consumption from all the parts, then you can choose your power supply. If you're tight on budget, then you'll do that, but if you have a lot of money, then just go all out, buy the highest watt, so no need to worry. Okay, so let's see what we have. We have the case, we have our processor and the cooler, then we have motherboard and RAM usually the bigger RAM. Okay, and then graphics card, M.2, SSD, power supply, what else? Okay, that's all. Done. Let's build. Ta-da! All the parts is here. And then still is here. Ta-da! This is the case. I mean, last time remember you said like nowadays like you can see through them. So see, this is like modern case right now. Most of the case like actually they're gonna build like this. This is the tempered glass so that you can see through your parts, so you can enjoy it, like being amazed by the parts. Okay, so open that part, and this part, the back panel, is actually to just to for your cable management and to store your storage and stuff. And there goes this one, the front cover out, dust filter, and then we don't need this. Okay, and we make the case naked first. Okay, so easy for us to do. Usually if like you build PC, you want to set your motherboard outside the case. You want to put in your CPU, your RAM.
Wish the desktop wallpaper.
So usually like you do your...
Who is she?
I don't know, who is she? Okay, so now we have the motherboard here. I mean, yeah, like in real life, you're gonna do the motherboard like maybe put it at the side first and then put in your CPU and your RAM and also your thermal paste to prepare for your cooler. Okay, but this game you have to stick it right away, so yeah. So we put in the motherboard. There's a screw. Okay, later. Hold on. Now this is the socket for your processor. Put it in and lock it back. Okay, and this is the space, the socket for your RAM, the DIMM slot. We call it the DIMM slot. So you go for your memory. There goes the trident. Put them in, done. Okay. Alright, and then after that, this is the thermal paste. Okay. You can't put it too much and too little. Like too much, it will leak to the side of the CPU, and then nanti leak to the socket. That's gonna damage the CPU. So too much is bad, just a bit. Okay, so we have that, and then now we want to open the PCIe cover, this one, remove that, because we want to put our graphics card. But before we put our graphics card, we almost forgot about the storage. Our M.2, see, it goes straight to the motherboard. Tada. Only one. Okay, so now we put that. Now we remove the PCIe cover, this one, and this one. Okay, for our graphics card. Dual cover. and then after that we go to PC cooling. See, this one is the air cooler, and this one is the liquid cooler, the all-in-one. Why does it call all-in-one? Because you can use it for AMD socket like the AM4 and the Intel processor socket, all-in-one. If I put it here, sangkut belakang, remove that, and remove that. Okay. Done. Alright, so we put our cooler down. Now what we do, we need to put our power supply. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, power supply, there are two types. We have the modular and non-modular. For the modular, it is actually like if you buy a modular punya graphics card, they're gonna send you a brick like the power supply brick, the brick with the cables separated. Okay, so you can choose which, if you have like extra storage, then you need extra power for the storage, then put in the cables. If you don't need, then you don't need to put it, so that the cable management won't be messy. But for the non-modular, it is actually the power supply is already linked to the cable. Yeah, so this is the power supply. Okay, not yet. Alright, so then we put in our cable. We want white cable. Okay, wait, storage lagi. So now we go to our SSD. You see the difference between M.2 and SSD. Like M.2, you put it straight to your motherboard, kan? It linked to there in your motherboard. But then for the SSD, you still need to put your cable. Tada! This one is SATA cable. Go to your motherboard so that your motherboard can read the file. And this one is to the power supply. Okay. Done. And then now this one.
Motherboard.
For this one, your CPU cooler, this one linked to your motherboard. Okay, this one is the motherboard punya power. Alright, and then after that your graphics card power. Okay, that's all. And then oh yeah, the case punya this power switch go down here. Right, so now let's check. Okay, it works, but if we on, we only will stuck in the BIOS. We won't be able to go into the or operating system, or should we call like Windows or iOS. Okay, why? It's because we haven't installed the Windows. So usually we use like a bootable Windows file. We restart, and usually we go to the BIOS tab. I mean, it's not this easy actually to install the Windows. Usually what we do, we go to the BIOS first, and I cannot show like BIOS device, or usually you press not press spam F12 to go for temporary boot. And then you boot your pen drive, and then you set up your this one kan 36 and 32 ya dapat. CPU dapat, no need. Okay, let's see this one is the M.2. Okay lah. The difference, the difference punya speed kan, when you put your Windows into your M.2 punya drive, It is really fast, actually. Very fast. Now we install our lighting. Tada! Hey, wait, we want a white and pink kan? Let's change the cable first. Off. Out. Then we go cables. We want.
You want white and pink.
Oh, white and pink is cool. So we go for white and pink. There you go, tada. Alright, nice. Hey, wait. We have a connected. You can only buy one, yeah, but okay, 3. Okay, let's go buy some fans. 120. Okay. I want an RGB 120. This one. Hey, this one. Forgot. One more. This one. Like now kan the graphics card, the price is like going up very high because people are using it for crypto. Like going up so fast. Okay. Is there cartridges? No. Okay. Tada. Then we turn everything to pink. Tada. How about that? Can you imagine?
Wow!
Tada. Ya ampun. I forgot to connect the fan. No wonder the fan didn't spinning. Tada. Okay, nice. Tada. So the cost for this PC like $1,700, so it's like 4K, 5K. So that's the lessons for today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Let me see. Astaga. Okay. Ini sudah apa dalam days.
I'm back,
Mm-hmm.
but there's only like 44 minutes left.
Okay. Let's see if I can show the custom water build.
How come there's two suddenly? I just came back for a while. I left for a while and I came back. Now there's two.
Two what? Oh no, I have PC just now at the storage. This one still couldn't on because I haven't gotten my parts. Okay. Case.
Two CPU. I really like the pink one though, it's so pretty.
We try to build the custom water cooling. I mean, I don't know much about water cool. Let's go for the light again. I mean, water cool is difficult because you have to set the your piping and stuff. Why is it turning to the side? Ya ampun, apa tuh? Okay. What's that? Okay. Okay. So first, of course, let's see. Get a motherboard. Do you have any that support Threadripper? You know, Threadripper is actually another type PC for AMD. It's Threadripper. Yeah, Threadripper for Intel atau this one Threadripper for Intel apa dia punya? I forgot what did they call. Like it's a huge, in bigger size punya processor. If we want to build Threadripper, I don't know if water cooling have the Threadripper. I think they have. The R4, no. Nggak ada. Okay, AM4. Let's go for AM4. We have Ryzen 5. Yeah, Ryzen 9, nice. 16 core. Ya ampun, motherboard. So we want still going for M4. Oh, Xeon. Gila. And then like apa boleh letak RAM gila punya banyak. 128 kan? Hey, do you really require that much? How many apa Google tabs you need to open for that? Gila. Info SMTX, okay lah. Gila. Kan? Sekarang RAM card DDR4 3466 3466. Thousand. Itu semua. Itu. Apa yang the Apple punya apa apa loh yang PC Pro tuh? I mean that's huge and like so expensive. 32K kah? USD. Gila. 32, 3000, 32, 34. Go higher. Almost 4000. 16. What happened? The case support 12cm punya. And CPU cooling of course. Kalau ada duit, go for liquid cooling. Oh no, I'm gonna do this. CPU block for M4. Mana yang paling mahal? 46 I mean my motherboard pun like currently now pun I think it's just 26. Jauh tinggalan. And then untuk single je lah. Yeah. Famous or G-Skill? I mean most of the PC build.
Why are you so disgusting?
What? Like G-Skill is like the famous one. And then after that Corsair pun weh. The RAM pun gila. Multi-core GPU yang paling mahal. GeForce 3090.
Hello, Manuel.
Ada. Boleh letak anu kan reservoir. Okay, dah. Sangkut salah belakang ini selari lagi. Betul. Dora ini ya. Astaga. Bye. Good night.
Apa lah En?
Astaga. When it's too long, then length. Okay.
And now there's me, there's Ian, there's Anne. There's two more person.
What's that?
Come into the light.
30,
Or is it the book? Huh? 那个书，那个书的标准。
跟他吵架啦，叫他，叫他来吵架。
如果是那个书怎么办？打架？
吵架，打架。
没打架。
我 support 你从背后。Course. Okay. After that, what do we need? Radiator. Radiator. Size 120. Too small. This one. 1, 2, 3. And I see manufacturers. I probably have Corsair. Okay. Okay. Too big.
How about you show and who is your desktop wallpaper?
Oh, sorry. I see desktop wallpaper. Let's see. Let's go to career mode. Let's buy some parts. Tada! Astaga. Imagine us selling PCs, selling parts. I suddenly go to work. After just got back from work. Okay, come to work.
Don't should leave the stream.
Okay, back to free build. In this case, too small. This one pula. This one is double radiator. Careful. If I can have it, I'll hide it here. Okay, let's see. And then have to put the coolant. Astaga. Look in front of it. Why? Why did I miss?
Open ma.
Oh, I'm not doing this one. This one up.
I just got scolded from my mother. What are you doing here? Aku tengok paper stream also cannot kah?
And on this. Pin. No, I don't need. Hold on. Game kan, tuh lah mampu. Kalau real life ya ampun mahalnya lah benda. Koyak pocket. Boleh. Shouldn't you be sleeping? No.
Nah, you watch people build. Canteen no. Nah.
Okay, mantap. And then.
你看人家 build 电脑。
Okay, nice. Ya ampun, no, wait. Kejap. Elizabeth Tan, gila, 22k kan? Why?
Stay what? People not serving but you can see people building
This one should go to radiator. Kenapa masuk situ? Boleh kah?
Oh,
Start.
kan.
Too high lah. If like that, then this has to go down a bit.
Elizabeth Tan lagi.
Go for radiator.
This one.
Ada 2 kipas. Kedap dikit ya. Okay. This one.
Oh.
Okay. Let's try GPU, radiator, back. Breakdown. Oh, like apa? Bagi apa? Obat batuk.
Waduh.
No lighting.
Oh no.
This one is what? The open sign.
Throw this pillow at me.
Uh-huh.
You know what? Later I take all your toys and you can play anymore.
Obat batuk.
Hmm? 我开了你家电脑。耶嘞！对对。
Okay. Not nice lah the color, like suddenly I miss BD stream bro. That guy. Okay, not bad.
Oh.
This one done. How about this one?
Bising lah gitu.
This one dapat kah? Let me try. Single loop. A single loop. Where is in and out? I don't know. For example, this is one in. Okay. Then this one out. Masuk kan? Okay.
Purple color.
Why purple? What do you mean by bubbling? Put that, this one back to radiator, ya ampun lupa. Hampir. Must have RGB. And this kah? Itulah. Apa this one? Back. Okay, done. Okay. And now coolant. What you wanna put? How about pink? Purple? Ya ampun, hold on. Oh, CPR power supply. Hold on. And the highest watt you have. What? Okay. Alright. Oh, ugly cables. Okay. How about pink, purple? Go for coolant. And get the UV purple. True. And that is the AGM. Astaga, di sini pula. This game didn't put like in or out. Can't see. Bella dia. Data first, then go to CPU, back to GPU, back here. Settle. Do you have storage? Did I put any? Let's go for storage. Let's go for like SSD. Tada. Normal. This one. Salah. Okay. Nice. Okay, then, and then put back everything. I think about purple. Something. Okay. Just filter, and then back panel. Okay. And the back panel. There we go. One. Done. Tada. So what else? Done with PC building. What else you want to build? You want to keep building? Or you want to kill some zombies with that? Like other people stream a game for like hours. But incomplete case. Aku lupa letak ni. Draft day. Monyet lah. This one done. This one is also done. Wow, creepy. Yeah, understand. Okay lah, let's sleep. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. It's time for bed. It's already 12. So yes, see you again in the next stream. Astaga. Kan ganas oh. Open case. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next time. Alright, bye fellas. My girl is sleepy and she wanna sleep. So that indicates that I'm sleeping too. So good night everyone. Thank you for watching.